organization has been in existence for 10 years. We're about to start our 11th year. Obviously, it started in June, I think, of 2000. I started it because as a fellow in my 20s in Toronto, I adopted my first dog as an adult. And at the Toronto SPCA, they had a list of volunteer job descriptions, and one of them was animal assisted therapy, and I thought, well, what the hell is that? And you take a dog and you go to they assigned me to a nursing home. No training, no temperament testing. They said go one night and take your dog and visit the people. Anyway, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but the dog I'd adopted got on an old woman's bed. The difference in her demeanor, this particular patient, was so incredibly changed by having Tramper up on the bed with her. She never wanted me to leave the room. Turned out she was a very old Jewish woman. And she said to me, I'll never forget this because she trained me how to do this. She said, "You don't know why you're here, do you?" I said, "No, I thought it sounded very nice." She said, "Don't be afraid to touch an old person." She said, I'm still very young at heart. She said, I was like you. She said, I was a Reuter, and in Yiddish, a Reuter means a redhead. I was a Reuter when I was a young girl, and I loved the men. And she said, and unfortunately, I got old, and I wound up here. She said, but if you come every week and visit me with your dog, she said, I'll have something to look forward to. And I was sold. I've done this type of volunteer work for 30 years now. When I moved to the desert a decade ago, a little more than that, I found Lucky, and I took him to a nursing home in India called Valencia Palms. It's since changed its name since Valencia Palms. And the patients, he was a puppy then, barely a year old. The response was incredible. And the Desert Sun did that article on us, because I'm such a marketer. I called and said, you want to do a story? And they came a couple days later and did a story. And I thought, well, this will make a nice hobby. And my phone started to ring, and in about a month's time, I got 20 volunteers. And I went to all the long-term care facilities and made a presentation with Lucky and said, I'm starting a program called Paws and Hearts, Animal-Assisted Therapy. Would you like a volunteer and a dog to come and visit on a regular schedule? This was never been a drop-in. The volunteers, if it was Wednesday at 2 o'clock, every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, because I saw these facilities had bulletin boards with their daily activities, and I wanted to be part of the activities. I wanted the facility and the patients to know that Wednesday at 2, Paws and Hearts would show up at Valencia Palms or Eisenhower Hospital. The response was overwhelming, and I can't believe it. 10 years have passed. I've been in the same office for almost 10 years. I have a board of directors. I've probably gone through 1,000 volunteers. We currently have 50 volunteers, and that number changes every month because we're a volunteer-driven organization. Some months there are 40 volunteers, some months there are 50 volunteers. It all depends, but it's been 10 years.
Oh, how cute!
Okay. You're not sore anywhere?
No.
Okay. Okay, just let him find a spot. He'll lay right down.
How are you?
He says, I'm fine.
What's his name?
His name is Lucky.
I have a neighbor dog like him. His name is Doc.
And this is his younger brother, Scruffy.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it made me feel wonderful. There's nothing like a dog. They're so well behaved.
Thank you.
Precious dog.
Well, Lucky's been coming here for 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
3 mornings a week. And Scruffy's...
And they know exactly what to do.
Yes, they do.
That's wonderful.
When you bring the pets to the patients, it almost takes their minds off of what's going on with them, their illness, their worries, their troubles, and they focus on the animal, and it's a stress reliever. I think it helps with their outcomes, their care, and they feel better about themselves, and it just helps them to alleviate what's going on in their life right now so that they just feel better.
What do you think of dogs visiting patients in hospitals? Is that as an idea?
It's good therapy.
Sorry?
It's very good therapy.
Because?
Just a joyful feeling. I love animals.
Hi, kids.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. Here, you want to sniff me first to make sure I'm okay? Yeah. Yeah. I prefer dogs to people. I'm here for 2 seconds, and I'm getting kissed. No nurse has done that yet, Susan.
Lucky and Scruffy.
It's because I'm so sweet, right, kids? There's no agenda. Animals love you. You know, and if they're not scared, they're very. It's companionship. The type of companionship you wish you'd get from a spouse. Hi, honey, I love you. You feed me, I love you. But you are going to have to clean up the crap, so that's the bad news.
Are you guys comfortable? Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to the next room. Yeah, remember me, your father? Okay, how about you're going to come? Okay, Lucky, we're going to the next room.
See ya.
Bye, Luck.
They're gone. We're alone. Don't acknowledge them.
You want to go to the next room? What do you think? Lucky, okay, your brother and I are going to go for a ride in the car. What do you think? That's what I want. This one is. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to meet you.
I'm here. I'm John.
How are you?
Good.
I'm Richard.
This is Scrappy.
Hi, Okay, let him have some water. We're doing a temperament test this morning, and the thing that I'm looking for is how friendly and outgoing the dogs that come into the office, how friendly and outgoing they are with me, a total stranger. And so far, Scrappy is doing what he's supposed to do. He's followed me to the refrigerator, a total stranger. He's never been here before. He's taking the cookies out of my hand, Scrappy. That's the camera. Very gently. Okay, you see this? I've never met this dog before. This is what I look for when somebody brings a dog into the office. How comfortable they are in a strange environment, and how comfortable they are with me actually interacting with them. And we're going to go through the temperament test because, you know, when you're going to a long-term care facility, you're going room to room and everybody that you meet is a total stranger. The dogs that are really outgoing are the ones that are going to work well on this program. The dogs that back up and keep going towards their owner aren't going to work out because the patient is going to say, your dog doesn't like me. Okay. Part of the test, I always like to squeeze. Okay, see, he has absolutely no reaction to this. And the reason we do this on the test is because Scrappy's a medium-sized dog, so in a lot of settings, he'd be accepted on the bed in a long-term care facility. If he was a bigger dog, he'd put his front paws on the bed, and the patients take the dog by its paws and they schlep the dog over to them to give it a hug and get a kiss from it. Most dogs will tolerate their paws being squeezed. A lot of them will pull right back. So if the dog pulls back, I ask the owner to work with the dog so that it doesn't flinch when you squeeze its paws. And Scrappy's fine with that. Oh, see, no response. That's just what I'm looking for. That's exactly it. Ask me, say, would you like to give my dog a treat?
Would you like to give my dog a treat?
I'd love to. Okay. Just here. Just give me a cup. Okay. Now you have to remember, tell him I'm the patient, so you have to say to me, oh, make your hand flat and put the cookies right at the end of your fingertips, okay? And put your hand down. You want a treat? You want a treat, big boy? So that's what we want to see. Now, Don, will Scrappy come in here and stand up?
Depends. He doesn't usually jump on. He's not a jumper either.
Okay, so if you're going to a long-term care facility and someone is sitting in a wheelchair and they can't move, but they really want to pet him, can you get him to come in here and put his front paws? Can you get him to,
Come here, Scrappy. Come here. Come here.
Come on over
Say
here.
hello. This is. Come here.
Come on over here. Come on over
Come
here.
here, Scrap.
That's
Come
it.
on.
Come on over here.
Come on. So he doesn't always know to do that.
Okay, come on over here. Okay, can you pick him up? Is he too heavy for you to pick
Oh,
up? All right. Pick him up. That's it. Put okay. Okay, you have to. Okay, okay. All right. Do that again, and then stand right up behind him so we can't back up. All right. This is how we get a dog used to this. Okay. Little and high there. Boy, what a handsome face. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? You're slipping right through my leg. Can I have a kiss? Hi there. Okay, I've never met this dog before, and you see how close I've gotten? I have absolutely no fear that this dog is going to snap or anything else. He's got such a delightful disposition. I could tell that from the minute he walked into the office, and he's going to be like this with every person that he meets because he's just so docile. Okay, now you can back up. Okay, with a little bit of practice, because he's still young enough,
Right.
he'd be able to do that if you wound up going to a facility
Right.
where folks were sitting in wheelchairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't run into that many people in wheelchairs.
No. And it says here you used to work in the medical field, and you're used to working with elderly and cancer patients.
I used to be an X-ray tech, so I dealt with all kinds of people with different illnesses, some ambulatory, some not, and so I'm very aware of their illnesses, their fragility, and if they're fragile or not, and I just know how to deal with people that are very ill and scared as well.
So you have no trouble when cancer patients come in at various stages in the cancer and in their treatment, making conversation and listening to their stories.
Oh, not at all, not at all.
You're comfortable in
Yes.
that? This is on our web. If you go back to our website, you see you pull up this page. This is our Paws and Hearts volunteer report form. I need you to fill this out every week. Click the send button. Every Monday morning I get the visits from all the volunteers from the week prior, and I get to read, where you've been and a story about. It's most important. I love to hear the highlights of your visit because I like to be able to read what you and Scrappy have done the week before at the visit. So that's really very important for me. And I always say to all the volunteers, everybody's got the best dog in town. My boys are the best, your dog, everybody's got the best dog, and I firmly believe that. You will never be as proud of Scrappy as you are when you do a visit, because for patients to say to you, leave your dog here and come back in a couple of hours, I waited all week to see you, you made my day, all because we took our dogs into visit, is the greatest compliment we can get as volunteers. And when your shift is over with and you're walking back to the car, you'll be so proud of what Scrappy did that 2-hour window for those folks, because we don't do anything. We're the guys at the end of the leash. We're the drivers. The dogs are doing all the work in this, and I think Scrappy is he's so calm. Scrappy.
That he is.
Scrappy, want a cookie? Oh, okay. One more Charlie Bear for the road. Huh? Scrappy, it was a pleasure to meet you. I can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks when I train you for the first time. Can we try the kiss thing again? Air kisses don't count, handsome. Let's Okay, Don, it was a pleasure.
Same here.
I can't wait to train you. Scrappy's going to be incredible.
Looking forward to it.
All right?
Okay.
Okay, come on, I'll take you outside.
Let's go. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, we come every Sunday and spend about 2 hours, and we get to meet new people. We've got a lot of our regulars that have been here, and they all love Waldo. Don't remember my name, but they know Waldo.
There's
your buddy. How are you doing?
Good. How about
I'm
you?
fine. You look
Wonderful.
great, all pretty and
Thank
pink.
you. Hello, Waldo.
Yay.
Hi, Precious.
He's happy to see you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're such a good boy.
Just the thought of his being here is a real pleasure. Yes, it is indeed. Yeah. And he's a special little boy here. Yeah, he makes people happy.
I meant to say happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday the other day. She turned 100. Right? He's Waldo. Come over and say hi. There you go. Baby. Yeah. Yeah, he loves to get in your lap.
Well, actually, he's just well versed in everything. I've yet to find a topic that he couldn't talk about.
Glad to see you're looking good. It's your best friend.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Hello, darling.
Yeah. Yeah.
All dogs are my friends. I love them.
Yeah. Here, Waldo, come here, honey.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Sweetie. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you smell so good again. You had a bath, and you do too.
You can have everything in the world and get fabulous care, but this is something that they can't provide for you. And God bless the people who do it. It's wonderful.
Just
Well,
a
I'll
hugger.
meet you and we'll meet someplace.
What did you say?
And we'll kiss
I hope they're going to meet somewhere and kiss.
on the corner.
Say goodbye.
Go be
Okay.
nice to.
Yeah, and we'll be back on Sunday.
Okay, great.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right.
What is this?
Okay.
Oh, looky.
Look who's here.
Look at this baby.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Are the most beautiful
Okay.
pup.
There we go.
Oh,
Nice
my
and gentle.
goodness.
Oh.
That's a baby.
There we
Just
go.
cuddle up.
Yeah.
Hello, precious. You're such a good boy. You really are. What do you think about the royal engagement?
I think he's better for you than medication.
Yeah,
I know, I
Right?
believe that.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
even feel better now.
There you go. There's your rehab right now.
I'm gonna keep,
You're going to keep him?
yeah.
So should
Really
Karen
didn't get
put
him trained
Waldo on the list for you to visit you?
Oh my goodness, he could stay here forever.
My goal with this organization, because there are about 55 long-term care facilities out here, I really want 100 active volunteers, because my goal has always been to have 2 dogs every facility per week, a large dog and a small dog, so that the patients get to interact with the size dog they're most comfortable with. You know, some people want a big dog because that's their fondest memories, and other folks want a small lap-sized dog because they're bed-bound, and I want to be able to give them that. Obviously, we're funded by donations. You know, what does any small nonprofit look for? They look for that one donor to come along that will fund the program into eternity. And obviously, like any other nonprofit, that's what we're looking for. I've got a great board of directors and some wonderful volunteers that work very hard at donations, and we're blessed that after 10 years we're still here and going stronger than ever. I just want to keep doing what we're doing, and the service is incredible. I just want more volunteers with great dogs on the program.